So it's really, really important that you get control of your thinking, because your thinking controls your feeling, and your feelings control what you say and how you react to situations. Hey folks, it's Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway Historic, downtown Paducah. Positive energy, it works. It's time for your angel message. So I wanted to share a little something that happened to me at the store a couple of days ago. Two young women come in and they had a toddler with them. I would say 2.5 years old, maybe 3, but young, okay. And they were carrying the toddler in, and it was clear that this toddler was energetic. So they're shopping back toward the book section, and they put the toddler down, and the toddler was barefooted. And I politely walked up and I said, we've got a lot of sharp, pointy things on the carpet. And, we have glass shards and little metal shavings from where I do jewelry, and crystals have broken. And, it's just an old carpet. It's got a lot of icky stuff in it. And I was concerned that the toddler, the little boy, would actually get himself injured. So my implied request was that they not let him walk around barefoot, to put the shoes back on or to pick him up. One of the women said, well, he just doesn't like to wear shoes. And the other woman was quite irritated with my implied request. So she picked the toddler up and put him in her arms. And let's just say this toddler wasn't having any of it. I would consider it was a full-blown hissy fit. Screaming, crying, pulling away, pushing, kicking, did not want to be picked up. And this was a very unhappy toddler. This was a very out of control toddler. But besides that, they ended up actually leaving because they were irritated with the toddler, and they were irritated that they couldn't just let the kid run around the store in their bare feet. So they left, and a couple of things sort of went through my mind. I felt bad because it's sort of like I didn't want you to leave. I just didn't want the child to get hurt, and I didn't want the store to get hurt. So, I felt a little pang of, and then I realized, the toddler was a perfect example of our 2-year-old toddler brain when we are undisciplined with it and we say, okay, we want to meditate, or we want to pray, or we want to get quiet and take some personal time, and we ask our brain to be quiet for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and our toddler brain throws a full-blown hissy fit, just like our human toddler did. And instead of gently but firmly disciplining the toddler and either insisting that they wear shoes when it's appropriate or settle down when it's appropriate, we give in to the emotional blackmail because it's just too hard, and okay, fine, whatever, you just have your way, and so we let the 2-year-old toddler, who's a 2-year-old, basically run the show. And I thought, I've certainly done that myself with people and with my own 2-year-old toddler brain. Most of us are not raised in an environment where we are taught to focus, where we're taught to meditate, where we're taught how to sit down and be quiet and clear our mind and clear our emotions and just get quiet. Most of us are not taught that. And many of us don't have healthy boundaries, so that when we run into people or situations that basically are represented by our out-of-control 2-year-old, we just give in to it. Fine, whatever. It's just too hard to hold my line. It's like it takes practice. It takes determination. It takes realizing that you don't have healthy boundaries and then enforcing them. So if you really want to get to know yourself, if you want to be healthy, if you want to learn how to quiet your mind, how to, really meditate or to pray, you have to realize that your brain is just like that little 2-year-old toddler and is not going to be pleased the minute you tell it what you want it to do. if it's not been trained. That was an interesting experience. So let's see what the angels have to say about that. All right, so I'm going to use Kyle Gray's new deck, Raise Your Vibrations Oracle cards, and just see what they have to say about how we can enforce our healthy boundaries and take care of our 2-year-old toddler brain with joy and with comfort and with all of the wonderful things that you do with all of the 2-year-olds that you love. All right. And I'm kind of zeroing in right here on actually this card right here. Abundance is a state of mind. If we are experiencing lack, either in our relationships, in our prosperity, in our health, whatever area of our life, and what we desire is more abundance, when we don't discipline our 2-year-old toddler, let's just take it from a 3-dimensional point of view. I mean, if you're scattered and throwing hissy fits because you don't get your way every time, it's going to be difficult to succeed in any project or job or even relationships that you might be trying to build. And in terms of coming in with the abundance mindset, again, if you don't have discipline over that toddler brain, you might want to manifest the perfect job or the perfect income. Let's say you wanted to manifest a job that paid you $50,000. Well, that little 2-year-old toddler brain's going, oh, you can't do that. You're just a no good nothing. You're just not smart enough. You don't know. You don't have this. You have that. You don't. It's just going to be, throwing that hissy fit saying you're just full of it. You're not going to be able to manifest this. And so you just give up. You don't have your healthy boundaries with that 2-year-old toddler brain and say, sit down and be quiet. Here's what we're going to do, and reprogram it. So abundance is your state of mind. So it's really, really important that you get control of your thinking, because your thinking controls your feeling, and your feelings control what you say and how you react to situations. So folks, I hope that message resonates with you this week. This is Susan at the Rock Shop. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Tell me about your 2-year-old toddler brain experience recently. Subscribe to the channel. That really helps us grow. And as always, folks, namaste.